Ya Allah, if it's not written for me, do not attach my heart to it. One of the hardest things to face is being attached to something that is not written for you. The word Naseeb is a very complex word. It can be used in times of pure joy and times of severe heartbreak. Imagine a man after a long day of work going back home to see the love of his life and his kids waiting for him. He looks at them and says, Alhamdulillah, this is my Naseeb. And another man who has been working and building on a project for years only for it to crumble in one instance. He looks at it and says, Naseeb, I really hoped it was my Naseeb. The worst part is the ache, the space it was or the space it could have filled, and the sadness that doesn't just come from not getting what you want, but the brokenness of feeling that you were walking in the wrong direction this whole time. Rest assured that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never steer you in the wrong direction. And He didn't give it to you because the happiness that you thought it was going to bring you was not real. It was fantasy. Had you gotten it in this life, things would have turned out very differently. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking care of you and He knows best. There's actually a way of knowing whether somebody is your Naseeb or not. No, we don't have access to the future. But if you were having a conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you were to ask Him whether this is the person that He chose for you, what do you think He would say? You see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's definition of love is different than ours. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes the relationship between a man and a woman in the Quran, He says mawadda wa rahma. Mawadda is the expressive, passionate, intentional love between two spouses. The gifts, the romance, the kind words. Rahma is the deeper love that encompasses protecting, nurturing, forgiving, looking after one another's well-being. Rahma is the mercy that keeps them together during the time of difficulty. Do not pick someone, do not go after someone that doesn't seem to fit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's definition of love. Do not pick someone that you go to war with. Pick someone that you go to war with. Don't settle. You deserve someone that wants you so much that they want to do it the right way. Someone that speaks to Allah to get access to you. If this video boosted your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's plan, let me know because I feel like I'm cooking with this one. I call it the dreams method. If you were having a conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you were given permission to ask how your dreams are going to unfold, would you want to know? Becoming a millionaire, marrying the person of your dreams, traveling the world, would you want to know how and when exactly it's going to happen? The answer is no. The best things in life always happen by surprise because you weren't trying to force it or control the situation. It was always the most spontaneous plans that were the most fun because you didn't think about it until it was actually happening. As a Muslim, you need to have high expectations and no expectations at the same time. High expectations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because of who He is and what He has done for you, and no expectations of the how, the where, the when and the who. I am certain that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make dreams happen for me just like He has done in the past. But I don't know the how, the where, the when and the who. If you obsess over it, you're taking away from the spark of the dream. If you spent years in agony obsessing over when you're going to get married, when it actually happens, it's gonna be less of having fun and more of being glad that you're not gonna be in agony anymore. I don't care how much you try to control the situation, it will never be better than what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can make happen for you. All you need to do is know what you want and then go after it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows everything about you and knows your intentions. You've asked for a sign, a clue. This video might just be it. Keep praying. Pray even if nothing changes. Pray until everything changes. I don't care how long it's been or how far you think you are, but prayer is the closest connection that you have to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You keep searching for answers, but look no further than your prayer. I know you're struggling. I've been there. I am there. But the journey is what makes it worthwhile. Some people chase their whole lives, but don't get anything in the dunya or the akhirah. But this is not what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intends for you. Allah intends that even if you get nothing in this dunya, you get everything in the akhirah. Prophet ﷺ says that when Allah loves someone, He tests them. And then in another hadith, He says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Himself says, my slave draws nearer to me with nothing more beloved to me than that of which I made an obligation upon him. If you want Allah to give you what you love, you have to give Allah what He loves. And Allah loves the sincerity in your heart, that you truly love Him and you truly want to be better. If He seeks my protection, I will grant him my protection. If he seeks victory, I will grant him victory. It's not meant to be easy, but it is simple. How simple is it that you can just call out to your Lord and He will respond? I pray that you pour whatever is in your heart into your prayer. He sees, He hears, He heals, He nourishes, and He loves.